Joining us in studio today is LPSD Athletic Director Ryan Sklapsky. Ryan, thanks for joining us once again.
Yeah, good to be here.
Let's just go through and talk about some of the upcoming events throughout those school divisions and school teams.
So I guess the big one this weekend is our second annual J. William Gow Memorial Volleyball Tournament. William passed away a couple years ago from a car accident, so Lloyd Public renamed our junior high volleyball tournament in his honor. We have 32 teams, 16 boys, 16 girls teams that are making their way to Lloydminster for some volleyball. We host at Lakeland College, Lloyd Comp High School, Jack Kemp, E.S. Laird, College Park, and Bishop Lloyd on Friday afternoon starting at 1 o'clock. And then we move over to Service Sports Center on Saturday starting at 8:30 in the morning with the finals on the girls and boys side at 4:30.
And Ryan, some other sporting events going on throughout Lloyd in this recent time. This past weekend, the Steelers, the PWM Steelers, midget girls, got underway for their tryouts.
Yeah, it's a big season for the 03-04 group, especially with the Steelers. Not to discount the 02s, I know they want to win this year. But knowing that SO Cup's coming to Lloydminster in 2021, it's a big year for those girls. They want to get on that team. They want to show they belong on that team, and then they want to earn that spot for next year's squad. So they had an exhibition game yesterday. They beat Battleford 2-1 in overtime, and then they head off to Calgary this weekend for the Firestarter tournament. So exciting times, and Junior A hockey and AAA midgets and Junior B Bandits is all starting to kick into gear here. So the rinks are going to start to be busy and full, and it's good to see the rinks active again.
With that Steelers team there, I know they graduated quite a few players. How are their returning players? How are they going to mentor those 03s, 04s to prep them for that SO Cup?
Well, I think you started the back end. You lost probably the best goalie in Alberta and Bella. So Molly Mitchell's got big shoes to fill. They signed a 04 girl out of Olds area that's hopefully going to come in and be the backup and push Molly. And then another one of their signings was Alex Spence. She spent the last 2 years at NAX in Edmonton. Has played Team Alberta. She's going to be the core of that back end with Jay Scott. So you build from the back end out, and then they got some forwards, Sandberg, Morden, and Craig, that are high-end talent. Morden and Craig have played Team Alberta in the past, so they got some holes to fill, but they also have some big pieces back that it's their last kick of the can. They want to win. And with SO Cup and Prince Albert, it's nice and close. And their goal obviously this year is going to be competitive in the league and try and knock off the slash off the podium there.
And you talk about filling holes in hockey teams. One team that's had to do that is the Bobcats this year. They start their regular season against the Sherwood Park Crusaders this week. Tell me what kind of holes you think these players are going to need to fill.
I think the fun part, and this isn't a pick on Nigel, but you look at the roster every time they post on a preseason game, and you scan their roster, and it's a brand new team, like literally a brand new team from last year. So Nigel's definitely put his footprint on the team. That's an exciting part because it was a team that struggled last year. So to see the culture and dynamics change that Coach Dubé's put in the roster will be exciting. Similar to the Comp High School Barons, there's some pieces there that they lost last year that, when you have a big turnover on a roster, it makes it tough. So there's probably going to be some growing pains for their roster and their team at the start of the year. But, November or Christmas even, you look out, that might be a team to contend with.
And they're taking on the Sherwood Park Crusaders, who finished second in playoffs in the North there. So that's a tough one right off the bat to get started with. However, I think after watching them in a couple preseason games, especially that last one against Battleford, they look like they're ready to compete, and some of their young pieces are really going to step up for that team.
Yeah, having young rosters can work out one of two ways. You don't have that experience, but at the same time, the only way to get experience is to dive in there and experience the AJHL culture. Having Cale Elder back in the pipes is going to help out. Having a returning goalie is beneficial for any team that undergoes that big of a turnover. So they'll be exciting. It'll be good to get to the rink and check out the new recruits that basically are from all over Western Canada and all over the States. It's a team that's not strictly built out of Lloyd. It's a North American style team where kids are coming from all over North America, which we haven't had in Lloydminster in the past.
Thanks, Ryan. This was the athletic director with LPSD, Ryan Sklapsky.
Thanks.